Hello, welcome to the Villages, Florida. My name is David. I'm a realtor with Florida Realty Investments, and this is our weekly review of the real estate market here in the Villages. As always, I can be reached at DavidisinFlorida@gmail.com, and if you become a client of mine, I will provide you with the direct phone number. Today saw the release of data from our multiple listing service, which is known as the Stellar MLS. This map shows you the areas that this MLS covers from well north of the Villages, including Orlando, all the way down south of Tampa. Feel free to pause the video to examine this at your leisure, but to me, probably the most interesting things are the fact that active listings are still down about 30% from this time period, from the same time period last year, and that the average sales price is up about 20% from the same period last year. Months of inventory remains about the same. Um, Active days on the market down dramatically since the same time period last year. New listings are up 20% since February of this year, but barely changed from March of last year. Let's move on to the listings that we really focus on, which are houses for sale here in the Villages, Florida. Currently, there are 114 houses for sale. Last week, this number was 108. Once again, the majority of homes are priced between $300,000 and $600,000, and if you examine this map, you can see where these houses are physically located. Once again, resales seem to be predominantly focused on the northern side, although there is a wide dispersion throughout the entire villages. Next, we'll look at fresh listings, listings that have been added over the last 7 days. And currently the number is 38. For the previous period, ending Monday of last week, it was 28, so a significant increase. This map shows us where in the villages these new listings are located, and you can see it's broadly dispersed throughout the entire village area. Next, we'll look at the number of houses sold, and you can see that currently the number of houses sold over the last 7 days is 34. For the period ending last week, Monday, the number was 41. So sales definitely do seem to be slowing down, whether due to seasonal factors or otherwise. This map shows us where in the villages these sales were located. Finally, we'll take a look at price increases and decreases. Last week, there was one increase and 23 decreases. This week, we see one increase and 28 decreases. Just to remind you, these price increases and decreases are the change versus the original listing price, not the change over the last 7 days. I would also point out that in the price range of $300,000 to $400,000, one property saw a price increase of 7.2% from its original listing price, and that obviously skewed the average for that price bracket significantly higher. We are seeing price decreases. We are seeing an increase in the number of homes that have price decreases. I don't think we're seeing anything dramatic compared to what we saw last week. This map shows us the location of those price changes. Once again, I would remind you that this information is based on information that we consider to be reliable. This is data from the Stellar Multiple Listing Service. It does not include the Village Multiple Listing Service, which is a separate entity altogether. The Villages not only sells new homes through this service, but also sells pre-existing homes, and realtors in the state of Florida, unless they are employed by the Villages, don't have access to this VLS. All information presented here is based on sources that we consider to be reliable. If you have any interest in any properties here in the villages or in the areas we've discussed, I can be reached at DavidisinFlorida@gmail.com. I look forward to working with you and I hope to meet you. Take care.